To put it in perspective, PM 2.5, that's a particle smaller than 2.5 microns. That's what people are most worried about. The World Health Organization, John, says you can't have more than 25 if you want to stay healthy. They've had levels up to and perhaps exceeding 1,000 rating in Harbin, that Chinese city in the northeast. As you can see from these pictures, really the city's been blanketed in this super smog as you described. People just don't know quite what to do. It's all they say because of government turning on the heat here in China to have a specific date for that. Though today's state media blaming it on the farmers who say that there is a harvest going on. Multiple reasons in China for bad smog, including the weather. It has eased off slightly, I have to say, John, in the last few hours, but it's been a red alert status, effectively shutting down the city of more than 10 million people, closing off the bridges and shutting off the airport, as well as just causing chaos with the traffic, people not able to go to school, kindergarten up. So really, the really terrible effects of rampant growth, people are saying, in this city in the past few days. John?
David, you said there are a lot of reasons for this, but one reason is because they've turned on this central heating system. And this happens in a lot of cities in China. Essentially, the government controls when the heating is turned on. It comes on a certain date in October, and when it's turned off.
Well, that's right. The Communist Party, the government, have very specific dates for certain cities. The further north you are, the earlier that heating comes on. You don't have any choice in the matter. Even if it's a warm spell, that heating will kick in. Often the heating is supplied by coal-powered plants, something that China is trying to get away from. The government has brought in some stiff new measures in the past few months after this past January, when we saw apocalypse here in Beijing in particular. You know, today is not a great pollution day. You'll know from your time here, John, but this is nothing compared to what's going on in Harbin and what we might expect here in the northeast of China generally as winter approaches. China has really depended on that coal-powered plant, and as the country kind of expands the middle class and more cars get on the road, it really is a perfect storm of development that has been very good for Chinese economy, but very bad, it seems, in the past few years, especially when it comes to pollution and the health effects of this pollution, this off-the-charts pollution. We won't really know, but at least some recent UN reports suggest it could take several years of anyone's life who lives for a prolonged period in this thick smog.